Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's going down, Mr. Greg Francis? What's going down in town?
Mr. Burton, how are you? How are you? We're ready.
Rocking and rolling, man. I am so excited to be here right now, dude. This is months and months in the making. I mean, airplanes, flying, traveling, full days back, studio time, and everything, and we get to actually launch the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course right now. So excited for this, man.
Yeah, we're ready. We are finally here. It's been a long haul, but we're ready to get this sucker started.
I've got your brand right now, rolling. Yeah, yeah. It truly is life. Hey, listen, man. You're out seal coating. You were just out seal coating this week.
Yeah, I had a 10-hour day today. It was crazy. We did a bunch of beautiful mansions. My usual partner got COVID, so he's been out. So I've been going out by myself. I've been bringing on new people, actually training them, which is kind of ironic. So yeah, it's been crazy. The weather's been kind of iffy. It's always kind of iffy in the beginning, where it's 35 degrees in the morning and then it's 85 degrees 5 hours later. But we take advantage of every sunny day that we can, as you very well know.
What's up? Well, let's say hello to a few people right here. Baron, what's up? Thank you for being here. Jeremy Staple, what's going down in the town? Brother Quentin, Alfredo, everybody, thank you for popping in. Thank you for being here for the big launch. It's incredible when you work really, really hard, when you spend a lot of time and you set up first off, when you set up a plan associated with a dream and you take the time that it takes to actually lay out what it is that is going to help literally thousands of people, that is truly something special. And I know that, from the very first time that you and I met, Greg, I remember the conversation like yesterday. I was actually sitting in the same seat right here. And I was just like, man, your culture, your energy, and the alignment with helping people was one that matched mine. And it was just kind of that natural fit of building a friendship and a collaborative effort, a partnership to really work on something that is going to kickstart people into building their very own financial freedom through the seal coating industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember, when I got started with this YouTube channel, and you would occasionally pop up how to make $100 an hour doing this and that, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And like Asphalt Kingdom, I was like, "Asphalt Kingdom," and then we reached out on Facebook, and then we had that first meeting. And you're right, we were on the exact same plane together.
Yeah, man,
And
it's
then I
incredible.
met you, and then of course we were, brothers from another mother almost.
Awesome. Yeah, and it's so true, man. And I can't wait for you to get back here and we can work on the next project. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So for everybody watching, first off, again, thank you for being here. Without your support and without your shares on social media, share this out to people you might know that are looking for an opportunity to build and grow a business, somebody that might be interested in exploring this, and what we're doing here tonight is really celebrating the fruits of some tremendously hard work and time that's been put into this, not just Greg and myself, but also, the whole team behind the scenes that have made this work. Big shout out to our team, to Mercy and Dudui, and just the whole team coming together to make this happen. And I hope that everybody really enjoys it. It's something when I watched, I was just like, man, do I ever, or would I have ever wished to only have had a course like that to be able to actually start with, to build my very first business, and to not have to go through all the steep learning curves and the ups and downs and all arounds to actually get to the point of making $1,000 a day. And really, this is designed to help people market and sell and do the work in the operational field. Greg, you're a master at application, and so people are going to get a real nice treat on the inside of this thing.
Well, I better be good at it. I've been doing it forever. Like I said, every sunny day, 7 days a week. Mother's Day, I was out. Easter Sunday, I did my first video. Last week I released it. Easter Sunday, I did this monster $700 driveway. And it's funny, like it just started to trickle down rain, and you can see me look up in the video, and it's like, oh no, here we go. But it stayed sunny, and I got it done. And I'm out there every single day that I can. So, and I'm really happy to share what I've learned. And this course is for someone that if you already have a job and you want to make some extra bucks on the weekend, this is really for anybody, because everybody needs asphalt maintenance. So this is going to help out so many people.
Don't tell them too much, man. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's go ahead and roll this commercial so that you guys can see kind of a little bit about what it is that's a part of this driveway seal coating Kickstart course.
Constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? Sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Show me the money. And let me tell you, most people starting out in the seal coating business really choose residential for a few different reasons. Residential seal coating over commercial, that is.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. All right, so when we think back to when we first off started to film and capture this content, I remember sitting in the studio, which was phase 2 of actually doing it, sitting in the studio with a green screen and just like, man, we got to be able to like lay out some video, B-roll in the background and have fun with this thing and be funny a bit, exciting a bit, and that was really the goal here in the course, was to really help people keep engaged, right? So anybody who's going to take this course will be engaged with it, and there's just a ton of great information in there. And then, of course, the first phase of this was you spending an enormous amount of time in the field. How many hours worth of content did you capture when you were out in the field, and like how many days worth?
So it's a multiple days. I think some of these jobs, it's like a week's worth of jobs, and then the editing, which is the tough part, which can take weeks and weeks and weeks. So yeah, these are dozens of hours of actually applying the sealer, while working the cameras. It takes a long time to make these videos.
A lot of time. And when you think about the multiple cameras and the different angles and the way that you application, I mean, you were seal coating with GoPros on your head mount.
Yes. So I when I first started, it was just one GoPro, and now I've worked it up to I have a GoPro here, I have a GoPro on a tripod, I have another GoPro on another mini tripod, and now I have a drone that's going to be circling overhead, and I'm trying to work 4 cameras and seal coat at the same time. So it's
Everyone, listen, if you're sitting here watching this right now and you're considering, exploring an opportunity, or you're looking to optimize and improve your current asphalt maintenance business, this is not only about just driveway seal coating. It's about marketing, it's about sales, it's about tips and advice, cleanups after your job, referrals, how to ultimately grow and scale your driveway seal coating business. For anybody that's brand new to this business, this course is ideal for you. And man, like I said, I wish that I actually had access to a driveway seal coating Kickstart course just like this. And I'm saying that, and I'm saying that with the most purity of intent ever, with the mission to really help. So right now we actually have an early bird special on for this, but before we talk about the early bird special and before we get into kind of the different areas of the course, because there's 9 parts of it, and 3 hours worth of content and $2,000 worth of value. But before we get into all that, I want to show you inside the driveway seal coating Kickstart course. Let's go ahead and roll that introduction.
This is cool.
What's going on, everybody? Judd Burden here with Asphalt Kingdom, and I'm right here with Mr. Greg Francis. Seal coating is life. So good, man. So excited to be here. Guys, we've been spending a ton of time together preparing for this driveway seal coating Kickstart course that is going to unfold in front of you. Congratulations on taking the very first step to creating the freedom that you're looking for by building your own driveway seal coating business. Well, let me go ahead and let's talk a little bit about our experience, our past, and really the true purpose and intent behind what it is that we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Greg. Tell everybody about yourself, man.
So my name's Greg. I've been sealing driveways for 16 years, and 2 years ago I was seal coating a driveway, and some guy was filming me, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And I was thinking about it, and I said, "This is pretty cool." So I went out, I bought a GoPro, I strapped it onto my head, and I started recording myself sealing these driveways. And my first video I made was bad, my second one was good, my third one was really good, and then my fourth one was great. And fast forward 2 years, I have 65,000 YouTube subscribers and over 30 million views. And within the next year, I want 100,000 and 100 million views. And I'm constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? What do I need? You know, I want to do this. I'm sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Well, let me tell you, this Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course is going to be tuned to exactly what will instigate questions that hopefully will arise so that we can make sure they're all answered so that you're right on the right path without a very steep learning curve. I've been in the business from the time I was 18 years old, built a company up to almost 50 employees. We had multiple trucks on the road. Imperial Asphalt was the company. Let me tell you, it was an incredible adventure. But there was a lot of hard learning through that process, a lot of failures. And what we're going to try to do is fast track you to success through this process. Congratulations on the first step. Stay tuned. We're going to get into this. Now let's talk about this incredible opportunity.
Let's do it.
All right, so there's the intro to what you're getting on the inside of the course. Now let me go ahead through a few things. I'll go through a few things, and then Greg will speak more about the application side of what he does to be the Picasso of the driveways.
the Wayne Gretzky.
The Wayne Gretzky. That's even better. There you go. Yeah, exactly. True story. Because there's actually a lot of movement that happens on a driveway to be able to get it done quickly and efficiently. Right?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially, you know, when you're by yourself, it's one thing, but you know, like the way we do it with some of my partners, it's definitely a dance where there's a leader and then there's a follower, where there's a rougher and then there's a smoother, and you're constantly reacting off of each other because unlike a lot of other businesses, you know, with asphalt sealing, once you put that material out, you know, that timer goes off because it's going to start to dry. So you got to move quick. You have to be on the same page and you have to know what you're doing because, you know, if you get it on a garage door, it's going to dry. If you forget to get a footprint, it's going to dry. So there's a lot of moving parts here. So everybody has to be on the same page and working together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking about working together, we work together to be able to develop something on the inside of the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course. I was wrong in my earlier statement of 9 engaging videos. We actually have 12 engaging, easy to follow videos, over 3 hours worth of content that teaches really everything that you need to know to start your own driveway seal coating business from scratch. To give you an idea, for $250 driveways in a day is $1,000 in revenue at 60 to 65% margin means that you're walking with approximately $600 in profit per day, and doing 4 driveways a day is quite easily. Greg, if you're stacked with jobs, how many driveways can you do in a day that are about a 4-car driveway, 2 cars long, 2 cars wide? How many of those driveways realistically can you do alone with nobody else?
I mean, I can go until my body gives out or until I get too tired. I mean, if I was working 10 hours a day, by myself, I could do 20 or 25 of those.
It's wild, right? Like when you told me the story about you and another, your partner you were out doing a residential street. You guys did like 32 driveways in a day?
Yep. No, in about 6 hours.
I mean, that's unbelievable, right? But you're moving fast, you're dancing together and doing that application, right? So if you can do 4 $250 driveways in a day, that's $1,000 in revenue, $600 in profit, more or less. If you doubled that, you're making $1,200 a day in profit. Now, if you're wanting to learn about the marketing and sales of those pieces, we have it on the inside of the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course, and that is on the inside. Now, on the inside, you're also going to get, we have bonuses. So the sales and marketing package, we have already ready-made templates to be able to help you with your new venture. We've got lifetime access to the exclusive AK Roundtable, and that is a great environment for all kinds of people who are, whether you're starting in the business or whether you're a seasoned vet in the business. We come together, work together in an environment on Zoom where we're ultimately pushing forward for more success in our life. And then,
I learn something every week there.
Yeah, you come on every week, man. I know that you've been doing singing lessons too, which has been awesome.
Yeah, my singing lessons coincide sometimes with it, but I always kind of catch the end of them and just, you know, there's people from different parts of the country, and everybody has their own little take. Everybody shares not only their triumphs, but their mistakes and what they've learned from their mistakes. And, it's nice to hear somebody that's made a mistake. So you necessarily don't have to make that. So you can avoid those kind of potholes and stuff. It's great. It's great. And it's everybody that's a seal coater, and everyone's friendly. It's an egoless environment, which is what you want to grow.
Yeah, and for anybody on right now wanting to ask any questions that you have about the course, feel free to ask away. Just comment with your question. We're right here to answer. We'll be on probably for another 14 minutes, 15 minutes or so. And in the meantime, you can go ahead and click that link if you just want to go ahead and get started with the early bird special. It's $199. We actually did not do this course to make a bunch of money, because at $199, you're really not going to make a lot of money with this course. We did the $199 price attached to this course because it's an investment for you to put into your future. And if we gave it away for free, we know that the majority of people wouldn't pay as much attention to it. So, of course, Greg and I want to make sure that we take care of our teams, but at the same time, we want you to know we priced it at such a reasonable price to be able to say, you know what, for somebody who may be considering it but may not be considering it, it's priced at such a nice price to be able to get going, invest into it, and pay attention to the 12 parts of the course along with all the additional value. When we look at the additional stacked value on this course right now, it's $1,999. Click that link, check out the landing page. You'll be able to see all of it right there. And I know that, Baron, you're probably going to jump in on that for sure. But yeah, man, absolutely. Everybody, if you are considering to, optimizing or starting your very own driveway seal coating business, this is the one that you're going to want to for sure get involved with. There is no other driveway seal coating course in the market, and you've got Greg Francis. How many years of experience do you have in the industry?
About 16.
And I've got 20. So collaboratively, we've got over 36 years of experience in the industry, and we're sharing all our ups and downs, all the different tips, tricks, and different things, secrets that we want to share inside this course with you. And of course, being able to do that one-on-one is challenging. So we did this course so that everybody interested in going ahead with growing their very own business has the opportunity to do that. And for everybody on here that's commenting, I'm seeing a lot of comments rolling in. Thank you so very much for all the support. Greg, I want you to talk a little bit, man, if you can, because I was so eager and interested to hearing about the way that you do your applications. I mean, when I started watching your channel and seeing the techniques that you were doing that application with, like the way that you do that,
yeah,
I was just so intrigued, my man. So a lot of people are like, well, can I walk in the sealer and then brush it after? Will I leave footprints? So if you could talk a little bit about maybe what you do from the time you arrive at a job to the time that you leave, kind of what that process looks like.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, that's another thing that comes up a lot in these questions is people, it blows their mind that you can walk in the sealer as you're applying, whatever you're applying. That like if you pull a squeegee, you don't want to walk in it because you see these videos of these guys doing it in tennis shoes. But I'm wearing rubber boots that come up to my knee almost, and then I have shorts, and then I always wear leggings. So there's only a small part of my knee that's exposed. So yeah, so when we're arriving to a job, we kind of get out of the truck. I take a scan of the place that we're going to. I make sure, first of all, there's no cars in the way, because when we start weed whacking, it starts shooting rocks everywhere. And, of course, in the beginning, I've broken windshields, glass sliding doors. I've, partially blinded myself. It's just a mess. So you want to take a look at everything and make sure there's nothing that's going to get hurt. And then you want to look at, garage doors and, their front doors, because the people that sealed it before usually just splatter the sealer all over the place. So you want to make sure that they're aware that, there might be some stuff that's there. Then it's all about the cleaning. The cleaner the driveway, the better the asphalt, the sealer's going to adhere. So we wire brush, we weed whack, get any dirt spots out, any moss, take all that stuff out, and then we blow it all off. We have a backpack blower, we have a big push blower that, it's 8 horsepower, really takes care of it great. And then it's time to apply the sealer. So we have the big, I don't know if you can see it here, the 48-inch brushes. And I started out with 36, but we eventually graduated to the 48-inch brushes, which just makes it go 10 times faster than anything else. And then as we apply the sealer, you're basically It's similar to kind of like a window washer, where I'm just planting the broom on one side and then I'm smoothing out my footprints as I go. And I'm twisting the broom towards the bottom of the driveway and lifting the one end. And then I'm kind of like squeegeeing it, but then just brushing it, taking out any brush prints or boot marks or anything that there is on the driveway. And then as soon as I get down to the end of it, we tape it off, click a flyer to it, drop the bill, and on to the next job.
It's awesome, man. And then those flyers, I love it when people come by and they're walking their dog or holding their wife's hand and walking by and they see it and they're just like, wow.
Oh, it pops.
Drive with.
Yeah, anybody it's great, especially, the real estate market's going crazy right now. So, so many of our jobs, we reach out to realtors and contact them. And, if they're selling their house, they want that, pristine manicured driveway and a nice jet black finish. And it really makes the house pop.
It's awesome, man. We got some questions popping in here, and I want to make sure that we're not ignoring these questions. Very important to me, and making sure that people are leaving here going, "Wow, I came away with something more than not just this driveway seal coating Kickstart course, but I got some questions answered." And I think that that's really about the questions. Just to touch on this. In the introduction, it says, we really want to make sure that any questions that you have are ideally answered through this driveway seal coating Kickstart course.
Right.
But if your questions are not fully answered by the end of that driveway seal coating Kickstart course, I urge you to go through it because it probably will answer all your questions. But if you happen to come out the other end of it and you're sitting there going, I've got a list of questions, you've got Asphalt Kingdom that's literally standing by with our whole team available for you to answer. We're going to answer any questions that you have. And also the AK Roundtable every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Group of us on there. Ask any questions. It could be about marketing. It could be about sales. It could be about social media. It could be about sealer and supplies. It could be about anything. Just come with questions, because the more questions that you have answered, the better chance you have of going to that destination that you're dreaming of.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got some questions in here. So first question that I see here, is there a place to go to ask some questions about some of the material care, as in before use, after use? I bought the starter package and just need to know about the sealer and crack melt filler. Absolutely, anytime. Hit us up, go to Asphalt Kingdom and click the contact us button and feel free to send any questions you have. However, in regards to your question relating to sealer, with your starter package and crack filler. First off, thank you for the business for that starter package and congratulations on your journey ahead. But in regards to sealer, don't leave it sitting around in your tank for too long without giving it a good mix, and make sure that your crack sealer is out of the sun, that you store it out of the sun so it doesn't melt or bond together and boxes start to get all wet and soggy from being out in the rain. But when it comes down to the actual sealer itself, you don't want to leave your sealer sitting out in the sun, because what happens, water evaporation comes out of it and your sealer level will drop slowly. So you want to replenish with water. So a lot of the time you want to do dipstick checks on your material when you're storing it, so that when you come back to it, you can know how much water to add back to your material, and keep it mixed, keep it agitated. Like you guys operate, Greg, you guys operate with what size tank on your truck?
550.
550 gallon. You have an agitated tank, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you take that spray hose with the spray gun up the driveway and you take the tip off the gun and you pump sealer out in big puddles and move it around with your brush?
Yep. This year we got a 150-foot hose. So you're going to see on some of these videos, we're going really, really far. And, now we're just putting out because I've just been doing this so long, I actually know how, if the driveway's been sealed a million times or if it's never been sealed before, I just know how much juice it's going to take. So I'm able to put out just piles all the way down the driveway and move it. That way I don't necessarily have to stop. And, when it gets really hot, you want to keep using fresh material. You don't just want to put out one giant puddle and you're spreading that around, because it's going to end up turning into peanut butter at the end. So you want to always have, fresher material as you go. So smaller piles in the heat is actually better.
Exactly. We've got another question that comes in right now that came in from Mikey Clarkson. Thanks for your question.
Hey,
how long does the 199 deal go on for? It's going to go on for about 100 course sales, so up to 100. I believe we have a couple dozen that are already sold, but so it'll go up to 100 sales at that deal. And then from there, it'll move up to, we're going to move it up probably to that $499 type range. But I'm telling you, you're getting a couple of grand worth of value, and then all the connections and everything attached to all of that. It's a well worthwhile investment for you. It's your future after all. So if you, I would pick it up sooner than later. If you have the money to invest, I would go for it, man. I'm sure you'll love it. I'm sure we'll hear from
and we're
you.
all here to, if you want to reach out, and I'm always here. And if you're a part of the AK family, you want to buy this, more than welcome to send me an email. You got questions, no problem.
So we have another question that came in here, Greg. It says, pricing on prepping the driveway, how do you determine it? And do you ever pressure wash, etc.? So, yeah.
Yes, I used to pressure wash a lot, and I'll probably do some videos on that this year, because as far as YouTube goes, pressure washing is like gold. It's just like exploding. So, what I do when I see a driveway is I kind of factor in the time it's going to take for the prep. And we have vendors that we always tell the customer about if they really need a pressure wash, especially if it's like too big or if it's too remote of an area. Like there's 4 or 5 companies that just do, driveway pressure washing around here that we work for, that will come in and seal it after. So you want to just kind of factor in, how long you think it's going to take you to prep that driveway, in addition to your regular prep, like just, wire brushing and blowing it off. And then you want to factor in however much you're charging and make sure that it's worth your time to do it. So this year, yes, I will be pressure washing some driveways, and I'll do some before and afters on YouTube.
Right on. And from a pressure washing perspective as well, just realize the time involved with doing that it's pretty intensive, right? So like when you go to pressure wash a driveway, you've got to do it, you've got to come back. So, a lot of the time, it probably, what I would say from my own experience is I would throw this in there, that if a driveway's looking pretty clean already and it's not caked up with dirt and mud and really nasty, where overgrown grass is 2 feet over the edges of the driveway, but instead it looks like it's actually somewhat cared for, swept and clean, and not big pockets of settlement, then you can give it a good scrub with your brooms and your wire brooms, and then blow it off, and you'll still have really great adhesion. Would you agree with that, Greg?
Yeah, and also, something about pressure washing too is if you do end up having like a rainy day, or maybe it's a rainy day, you don't have necessarily estimates to do, or you don't have any billing to do. That's kind of a good day that you could go out and do some pressure washing, but it's very, very time consuming, because anything that's going to need to be pressure washed, it's not hard to get the dirt off of the driveway, but then to get that dirt off of the driveway, it can be a lot of times more trouble than it's worth to do some of these pressure washing jobs, unless you're outfitted with like all that crazy equipment that they have, which I just don't have. We just have a small surface cleaner and like a 3,600 PSI pressure washer.
It's awesome, man. Hey, Michael Stump, thank you for the business, my man. Purchased it today. Thank you, guys. Yep, Matthew Stump. Appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm seeing a lot of orders coming in here, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sure you guys are going to love it. It's a game changer. Here we go. Mikey Clarkson, I think seal coating would be good with my pressure washing business. Dude, you want to talk about dancing? Yeah. Seal coating and pressure washing. I mean, you already are into the service business. You already have customers. You already are basically in the seal coating business without seal coating. I would strongly urge you to add this as an additional line of revenue. Think about if you're doing a couple $100,000 a year, let's say, in pressure washing, you're going to definitely be able to get a couple $100,000 out of seal coating as well. And do your cross marketing, get your social ads out there. I mean, it's literally going to feed itself. Do you agree with that one, Greg?
Yeah. If you have, I think it's probably easier to get into seal coating than necessarily it is to get into pressure washing. It's basically the same concept. If you have an eye for detail, like with a pressure washer, and you see what needs to come off, you're basically reverse pressure washing, I guess you would say, with the sealer. So you're putting on the sealer. Yeah, and if you're doing a house and someone wants to really remake their home, a beautifully seal-coated driveway, it makes that pop. So that's what you want to do. That's great. That's a great combo. And videotape it. Put it on YouTube. The before and afters are incredible.
Exactly. Anybody in the landscaping business. Exactly. Landscaping business. Man, what a perfect addition. You think about lawn aeration, like window washing. I mean, a roofing company. I mean, asphalt maintenance is just kind of this perfect fit. Being in the service-based business is awesome because the language is pretty much all the same. Your proposal templates are the same. By the way, you get free access to the proposal templates here. We have surface area measurement tools. We've got all kinds of great stuff inside the Driveway Seal
which are
Coating
perfect.
Kickstart course.
Well, you don't even necessarily need to leave your house sometimes. It's incredible.
I have from Ryan here, my equipment is showing up this week and already have 4 driveways on my street. Still doing a ton of research because I still feel like I don't have a firm grasp on it, but here goes. Full send ahead. Yes, full send it, brother. Congratulations, man. Super excited. Please keep in touch and let us know how you're moving along. And Ryan, come on to the AK Roundtable every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We've got that Facebook group as well. You can hit us up on Facebook, AK Roundtable on Facebook. Hit us up right there. And we'll also drop the URL in the comments on both Facebook and YouTube, where you'll be able to sign up to the AK Roundtable. It's completely free. There's the link, AK Weekly Roundtable.
Yeah, and lots of before and afters, especially with seal coating, because you can only tell somebody so much, but when you can either show them a video or before and after pictures, it's so much easier for them to to get it when you can show them what it looked like before and what you can make it look like after.
All part of the sales process, giving people pictures worth 1,000 words. Video though.
Yeah.
Video. And
yeah,
that's
we're
why
in the video age now. We're in the video age now with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Like, it's the video age. Pictures, pictures are great, but we have entered the video age where just a 15-second video. I know I buy stuff after just seeing a 15-second video all the time.
Exactly. Vince, thank you, Vince. I just got the 55-gallon barrel unit, the AK55 Nice. Man, we have clients that started with the AK55 sprayer and are now part of the 2 Comma Club that have grown $1 million businesses. So super excited that you're starting, and get ready for a growth journey ahead. Thank you for being on. It's already showing your commitment to really, powering forward, that you're just here tonight. Thank you so much. And Dudui, the answer is yes. Let me just answer some of these questions, and then we can pop that up. We'll share a screen showing everything inside the course and the landing page, and so you guys can really see what it's all about on the inside. Okay, I wanted to give you that sneak peek. Here we go. I'll answer one more question, then we'll show you on the inside of the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course. Hi guys, from experience, what can you tell me about using a squeegee on oil base versus water base? Everyone here in town sprays. Thanks in advance. This is a great question, because some people like to spray, some people like to do it by hand. And you want to know something? I'm going to let Greg speak about this one, because he's out in the field every single day. And so what warrants spraying and what warrants by hand application, Mr. Greg?
So we're spraying our parking lots, 1 coat, 2 coat, 3 coat if they want it. But, so many of these jobs that we're doing have these cobblestone liners, and they have just all marble around the whole driveway. And here in Pennsylvania, it's really windy a lot, like especially in the morning. So I don't understand how you could spray some of these driveways. And I've seen so many customers that say, see what's all over my garage? Somebody came in here, sprayed it all over, took my money and left, and never heard from her again. And, I've sealed some of these driveways 5 times after just this repeat business, because, for me, that brush finish with those little lines that give that extra traction, that's where it's at. And, not only do I think it looks good, but it also makes for a beautiful YouTube video. So,
Man,
we'll win twice.
Dude, I love this hat. You know what's funny is actually inside the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course, inside, I'm wearing the same hat backwards, dude, and I'm wearing the same shirt. It looks as though I've been like filming nonstop, going around the clock, and then finally here to do the launch. I promise you, everybody, my wife would absolutely not allow me to not shower. I have to shower. I have to get changed. But I'm telling you, for a period, I felt like we were just going nonstop, man. When the time you came down here, we were just going, and it's all for the output of this course tonight. Let's go ahead and show the inside. Go ahead, dude. Let's go and show the inside right here. What's inside? And hopefully you guys can see this well, but you know, there's 12 engaging videos, and then you've got, of course, the different bonuses that are all extra bonuses as additional value. And let's keep this moving along. You can see today's special price of $199 down from the $499 price. Again, that investment's a price point that is really designed to get you to say, yes, I'm going to commit to building a better future for myself and or optimizing my business further to be able to perform better. You know, nothing excites me more than somebody starting out in the business from day one with no sales. And then 3 years later, speaking about how they're shooting for $500,000 in sales. And Greg, you've heard that on the AK Roundtable, right? Several times. I mean, that we're going through this incredible journey of helping grow and scale the business.
Yeah, so some of these people, you know, their problem isn't getting jobs. The problem is how do I just I have so many jobs. Like, that's a good problem to have with these guys. Yeah, they're just like, you know, first year did, you know, 50 grand, and then 100 grand, then 200 grand. And we're shooting for $500,000 this year in my 4th year in asphalt maintenance, and, you know, getting driveways, parking lots, and it's beautiful. And, you know, you put in the effort and you're selling yourself, not only your work. And, you know, like you said at the AK Roundtable, those guys, they're all gold. They are all gold, and you learn so much. It's just great.
By the way, it's tax deductible as well. Okay, so as you're going into your business, if you can just zoom out a little bit, that would be great. There we go. Perfect. I can see the screen. Fantastic. Tax deductible. This is an educational expense you can deduct from your business. Okay, so if you're planning on starting the business, you already have a business, just go ahead and get this thing and learn more and help to scale and grow it, right? So let's go through the course curriculum and provided tools. You'll take a look here. We go through the introduction, which is what you just watched. We watched that preview earlier. We'll go ahead and watch that as we're closing this out in the next several minutes. We have the opportunity, which we speak about, the true opportunity around asphalt maintenance, how to help prolong people's assets, how to make them look great, how to keep them safe, right? If we can help homeowners keep their driveways looking great, prolong their pavement asset that saves them money, and keep them truly, truly safe, holy moly, have we ever solved some problems and given value, right? We have not just to mention too that we'll save them a Sunday from having to go out and get all full of sealer, and we're the pros after all, right? Because after you do this driveway seal coating kickstart course, I can guarantee you're basically going to be a pro, less the applications that you're going to be doing for friends and family, which will be the first jobs that you're going to do to become a pro. And of course, you've got Asphalt Kingdom and Greg, Seal Coating His Life, here to be able to bounce things off of on the AK Roundtable on Wednesdays. We're always here, 7 p.m. Then we dig into how much can you really make. This is one of the most exciting parts for me, because how much can you really make is something that, of course, we're not getting into business not to make money. We're getting into business to make great money and scale and grow and really build thriving businesses. I've worked with customers who knew nothing about asphalt maintenance, that knew nothing about door-to-door sales, that knew nothing about marketing. And 6 years later, they've got almost a $3 million business. And they're on my YouTube channel at Asphalt Kingdom. You can see some of those interviews. This is not just a fake thing or a not real business, right? This is not a get rich quick. This is actually a real legitimate business that's recession resistant, pandemic resistant, and every opportunity to be able to grow with great demand that's out there. We then get into marketing, the face of your business. So marketing really is the face of your business. Facebook, Instagram, the different platforms, the things that you need to do to truly have the face of your business looking great, so that it not only generates leads, but it's also helping convert your existing customers into those renewable accounts that you'll continuously nurture to be able to grow a long-term lifetime business with. Then we get into the sales, the voice of your business, which is really the way that you're going to communicate. We even have role playing or role practicing inside, where I'm like a homeowner and I'm speaking to Greg and vice versa. So you get some real role playing that goes on the inside, and that's the voice of your business. Then we get into what equipment and the tools and the supplies that you need to really get started. And we're talking everything from a broom to caution tape or attention tape down at the bottom with brochures, stuff that you're going to need, and a checklist there. So that's another thing that you're going to have on the inside. That's
very important.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to show up to jobs without the right things. You don't want to be burning all that time. We have that for you. And then, of course, the sales role play, as I mentioned earlier, we got 12 minutes of role playing in there that you can practice. And role playing is awesome. You can always practice with your friends or loved ones and do some role playing about, what it's going to be like to communicate with somebody. Or come on the AK roundtable and bounce things off of there. And you can ask how you want to go close your very first car dealership project and the way you should approach it and the way you should close it. We're literally there. So we go from residential right to commercial on that AK roundtable. Now let's go into the driveway sealing process. The driveway seal coating process. Greg, why don't you go through this part? Because, man, you crushed this.
Yes. So, we're going to go start to finish. When you pull up to the driveway, what you're looking for, what you're not looking for.
Surface preparation, the crack sealing, the seal coating, and the wrapping up, right?
Yeah, so you're going to look for the cracks. You want to take care of the cracks before you start sealing, and then you're going to start from the top and come down to the bottom, making sure you're taping off the driveway, making sure you're leaving the bill, making sure you're getting the okay from the customer, and then how to develop repeat business.
Man, and I'll tell you, Greg's so humble. He's so humble. He's one of the best seal coaters I've ever met in my life. The way this precision and the way that he actually does it. I mean, you'll see all the videos that go into detail. I mean, take a look at this seal coating the driveway, 57 minutes worth of operational videos showing you tips and techniques about your application. Surface preparation. I mean, this is, where else are you going to find this kind of information inside of all one, action pack, power pack course? You just don't have it anywhere.
Yeah, so when I started, it was just my, my first boss screaming at me until I got it right. That's how a lot of people end up starting out in this business. That's not the way to learn. It's nice to have, an instructional video, and you can take your time and perfect it.
And then wrapping your job up and closing words, where we basically, go through what we're excited about you taking the next steps to really grow and scale your business. And then down here, you can see the Asphalt Kingdom tools and support. We have a marketing package, sorry we missed you, door hangers, flyer templates, proposal templates, map and measure systems, social media swipe files where you can copy and paste that text and images right onto your own social media to get you started. We have a standard operating procedure, complete infographic that walks you through the depths of what your SOPs are, and then your door-to-door sales scripts we've got as well. So objections and different pieces of that of really solving problems, giving value. And then of course the weekly AK roundtable that's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see here it's $1,693 worth of value. I said $1,999, but I guess my team actually dropped it. I believe it's much higher than that. I mean, where do you get this kind of value and connection? I don't know anywhere else. But what I want to do, along with Greg here, is get you guys in on this limited time early bird special. It's $199, and we just want you to get on the inside of this thing and really help you grow, build and grow your very own driveway seal coating business. It'll be at this price for probably another 60 or 70 courses sold, and you can just click that button and get started. It's right there for you to be had. I remember what it was like when I sold my very first driveway, when I sold my very, very first driveway, and it was a feeling of freedom, because I knew I was actually on a track of building my very own business that would drive me towards the destination of what I call freedom. Not working for the big man, not working for somebody else, not just being another number inside of an office, not a, I love it. Children are part of our lives too. But I just truly wanted to be on my own mission, my own path in developing financial freedom and being able to come home to my family and feel that pride and feel that power and feeling that emotion of independence and just building towards the best version of myself. And I think that you're already taking this very first step right now. You're really taking this very first step by watching this. If you've already taken the very first step, congratulations. You already know, you're sitting there smiling, watching this right now, and you're already stoked and ready to crush it. But if you're sitting on the fence right now and really determining whether or not this is right for you, invest into determining whether or not it is right for you. Don't just keep searching around in different places and get lost in the fog. This course was designed by two people who really do care about you and truly, truly have over 30 years, 3 decades worth of experience in the industry.
Yeah, I want to speak to a little bit of that, to the feeling of satisfaction of going out there and working with your bare hands. And, you know, during the SEAL season, I never have trouble sleeping. I sleep like a baby. I'm in bed by 8:30. You know, when it gets really hot, I'm up at 4:30. But just being able to, you know, it's such a like, you can see that before and after almost instantly in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And then, you know, wrapping up jobs and completing jobs in the same day. It's a great sense of accomplishment, and they really sell themselves. It's just a great feeling to be out there working with your hands and, you know, doing like an honest day's work. It's great. I love it. I'll be doing it as long as my body allows me.
Greg, can we do a giveaway?
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna do 3 scholarships, which is 3 free driveway seal coating kickstart courses. You have to hashtag start a business, and we're gonna pick from 3. But the start a business hashtag needs to be followed why you think it's important for you to go through this course. 1 sentence. Hashtag start a business, and then 1 sentence why you think it's important for you to go through this course. We're going to do 3 giveaways, $600 total. That's the giveaway tonight. And yeah, is that cool? I didn't even ask.
Yeah. Awesome. No, it's cool. Let's do it. Let's get people back in the SEAL game. Let's do it.
I think it's great. And if you want to join the AK Roundtable, that link is in there as well. I mean, Greg's on usually every Wednesday, and I'm on there every Wednesday, and there's a whole team of people that are on there every Wednesday. That right there, anybody who's a part of the AK Roundtable there, I know they are. And if you're on it, team, just whoever's a part of the AK Roundtable, just enter in the comments what you think of it. But that for me is kind of where you move into an environment of that feeling of being unstoppable. I know that people look forward to it every week. I do, certainly. And so, yeah, I'm stoked about this.
Yeah, Woo! This is going to be cool.
Cool. Well, listen, you've already taken the first step. Everybody who's here, now it's time to take that second step. And so that Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course is an excellent second step. And surround yourself by incredible people, by positive, bright lights. Surround yourself by people that really want the best for you and your future. Feel free to reach out to us on Asphalt Kingdom. I know people can reach out to you too, Greg, through your YouTube channel as well.
I mean, I try to answer everybody that I can on Instagram, through Gmail, through YouTube comments. You know, I really make a point of it to, you know, first thing I do is I try to answer all my emails in the morning, YouTube comments, Instagram messages, because it's such a great community of people. And we're really trying to change the culture, because I remember starting out and I would tell people that I was a seal coating, and it was kind of almost a hustle in a way. There was a lot of people ripping people off and going out and changing their phone numbers, coming to these fly-by-night crews. And then, so what we're trying to do is, you know, change the culture of establishing repeat business. And, you know, that's something that we've been able to do, where we're doing these people, you know, every other year, some people every year, and then, you know, just expanding it, but really changing the whole culture of asphalt maintenance to something that you can be proud of. And that's the goal.
Man, I'm so excited to see DC Ridnour on here right now. Been in the industry for 23 years, since I was 14, and going out on your own is always the best choice. DC Ridnour, man. DC, what's up, buddy? Long time no speak. I look forward to catching up with you at the National Pavement Expo, or who knows, somewhere on a parking lot. But yeah, that's awesome. The first driveway is the best. The selling of it, then finishing it. I remember 14 years ago, and you go out and selling your very first commercial project job as well. Man, commercial jobs, when you sell those, it's just, just incredible. I'm looking forward, everybody. We're looking forward to your feedback. Go ahead and sign up for that course. If you reach out afterwards to, I'll give you a money back guarantee, man. You can go do that course, go through it, and then feel free to reach out to me. My email address is my name. I'm not going to say it because YouTube and different channels will end up putting it out into the public eye and I'll get spammed, but it's my name right on the screen right here, followed by @asphaltkingdom.com. Email me if you want a refund, if you don't find it's of value to you, but I know that you will not have that problem 100%. And DC, yeah, man, we'll absolutely seal coat a parking lot in Anguilla for sure, in the Caribbean. It's a very good possibility that could happen in the short term. We're working on a big project close right now. Everybody, whoever's hashtagging start a business, I can see you, Jean-Francois. I can see you, Justin. I can see you, Alfredo. We can see you guys. Keep those hashtags coming and give one sentence as to why you feel it should be important to start that driveway seal coating kickstart course. And we're going to do 3 giveaways on that. And those giveaways will be done by Friday. So keep those comments coming. For now, any closing words, Mr. Greg?
Good luck. I think everyone's going to be happy with this. Like I said, there's no better feeling than doing an honest day's work with your bare hands and, getting sleep, knowing that you not only served yourself, but you made, the world a better place and more beautiful. And, these jobs sell themselves if you do quality work, and it's great. Great work for yourself.
I'm so grateful that I found this industry, man, 22 years ago. Like, I'm so grateful for it. It changed my life forever. And now I love helping people change their lives for better as well. And that's right.
I've done some other things, but I always gravitate back towards seal coating because, I've done it for so long that I got good at it. And, I love it. I love waking up in the morning and watching the sunrise. I post a picture of the sunrise every morning on my Instagram channel. And then I have my coffee, and then I go out and I conquer the world. And I come home, done work by 2:00 every day, and then deal with a screaming baby, and then do it all again the next day. Yep.
Me too. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to the very one and only live Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course event. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the comments, for the questions, and please do share this out. It would be very helpful. Share it with people that are looking to change their life, maybe, and start their very own business. Leave home with their hands clean, come home dirty, and feel proud about that. And remember, it's just right here in front of you, right in the palm of your own hands. Let's go ahead and click that link. Go ahead on the early bird special, $199, limited time offer. Click that and get started. And for now, toodaloo, sayonara, bonsoir, good night.
All right, and I want to give a big thank you to you, Judd. You definitely changed my life. You're, probably the realest person I've ever met in my life. I've tried to find faults with this guy, but I really couldn't. He was gracious enough to have me, into his home, and I thank you for your friendship, and I can't wait to, keep doing these projects and work together in the future and help a lot of people. So thank you.
I remember standing on that rock point with you on the east tip and feeling that feeling of freedom, dude. And I couldn't be more thankful to you and grateful for our relationship. But I already am, because I send you those messages and you send me those messages that are behind the scene.
And there's so much more to come. Like, this is just the
tip
of the iceberg. There's so much more coming from both of us and working together. And, there's just big things. So everybody just stay tuned. It's just going to get better.
Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and roll the commercial, and then let's roll the introduction right after, please, team. And for everybody, thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the next event. And don't forget, AK Roundtable, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Click that link.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? I'm sick of my 9-to-5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Show me the money. And let me tell you, most people starting out in the seal coating business really choose residential for a few different reasons. Residential seal coating over commercial, that is. What's going on, everybody? Judd Burden here with Asphalt Kingdom, and I'm right here with Mr. Greg Francis. Seal coating is life. So good, man. So excited to be here, guys. We've been spending a ton of time together preparing for this driveway seal coating Kickstart course that is going to unfold in front of you. Congratulations on taking the very first step to creating the freedom that you're looking for by building your own driveway seal coating business. Well, let me go ahead and let's talk a little bit about, our experience, our past, and really the true purpose and intent behind what it is that we're doing right now. Go ahead, Greg. Tell everybody about yourself, man.
So my name's Greg. I've been sealing driveways for 16 years, and 2 years ago I was seal coating a driveway, and some guy was filming me, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And I was thinking about it, and I said, "This is pretty cool." So I went out, I bought a GoPro, I strapped it onto my head, and I started recording myself sealing these driveways. And my first video I made was bad, my second one was good, my third one was really good, and then my fourth one was great. And fast forward 2 years, I have 65,000 YouTube subscribers and over 30 million views. And within the next year, I want 100,000 and 100 million views. And I'm constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? What do I need? I want to do this. I'm sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Well, let me tell you, this driveway seal coating Kickstart course is going to be tuned to exactly what will instigate questions that hopefully will arise so that we can make sure they're all answered so that you're right on the right path without a very steep learning curve. I've been in the business from the time I was 18 years old, built a company up to almost 50 employees. We had multiple trucks on the road. Imperial Asphalt was the company. Let me tell you, it was an incredible adventure, but there was a lot of hard learning through that process, a lot of failures. And what we're going to try to do is fast track you to success through this process. Congratulations on the first step. Stay tuned. We're going to get into this. Now let's talk about this incredible opportunity.
Let's do it. Constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? I'm sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Show me the money. And let me tell you, most people starting out in the seal coating business really choose residential for a few different reasons. Residential seal coating over commercial, that is. What's going on, everybody? Judd Burden here with Asphalt Kingdom, and I'm right here with Mr. Greg Francis. Seal coating is life. So good, man. So excited to be here, guys. We've been spending a ton of time together preparing for this driveway seal coating Kickstart course that is going to unfold in front of you. Congratulations on taking the very first step to creating the freedom that you're looking for by building your own driveway seal coating business. Well, let me go ahead and let's talk a little bit about, our experience, our past, and really the true purpose and intent behind what it is that we're doing right now. Go ahead, Greg. Tell everybody about yourself, man.
So my name's Greg. I've been sealing driveways for 16 years, and 2 years ago I was seal coating a driveway, and some guy was filming me, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And I was thinking about it, and I said, "This is pretty cool." So I went out, I bought a GoPro, I strapped it onto my head, and I started recording myself sealing these driveways. And my first video I made was bad, my second one was good, my third one was really good, and then my fourth one was great. And fast forward 2 years, I have 65,000 YouTube subscribers and over 30 million views. And within the next year, I want 100,000 and 100 million views. And I'm constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? What do I need? I want to do this. I'm sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Well, let me tell you, this driveway seal coating kickstart course is going to be tuned to exactly what will instigate questions that hopefully will arise so that we can make sure they're all answered so that you're right on the right path without a very steep learning curve. I've been in the business from the time I was 18 years old, built a company up to almost 50 employees. We had multiple trucks on the road. Imperial Asphalt was the company. Let me tell you, it was an incredible adventure. But there was a lot of hard learning through that process, a lot of failures. And what we're going to try to do is fast track you to success through this process. Congratulations on the first step. Stay tuned. We're going to get into this. Now let's talk about this incredible opportunity.
Let's do it. Constantly getting emails, Instagram messages, Facebook messages. How do I get started in this business? I'm sick of my 9 to 5. I'm sick of wearing a tie. I'm sick of my boss screaming at me. I want to work for myself. So we're going to show you how to do that.
Show me the money. And let me tell you, most people starting out in the seal coating business really choose residential for a few different reasons. Residential seal coating over commercial, that is.